Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see everyone. Hello. Today is nail art day, my most favorite day of the week. That is my true passion, doing nails. If you hear anything, I'm cooking right now. I'm making some chicken to make some chicken salad, so I hope it's not too loud. But anyways, I did a really awesome design that feels kind of oriental to me, and I've used some trinkets that I got from Sharon Buchanan. There's her name right there. And I'm not sure, I don't think she is a YouTuber, but she is a wonderful supporter. And she sent me some friend mail. And in the friend mail, I used a couple of the trinkets that I absolutely love. So for starters, here's what the design looks like. Isn't this cute? Doesn't it look oriental? Isn't it beautiful? And I love that teal and the coral flowers. I just think it's beautiful. And then you see kind of like it was back in the 90s where we did the piercing on the pinkies. Isn't that cute? And it takes a little bit of time. I remember when I did it back then, it takes a little bit of time for the thing to start, moving around a little bit more. Just needs to loosen up in that little hole because I don't want to make the hole too big, but just for it to loosen up. And some of the, times I'm moving around, I can already feel it's loosening. And then she also gave me these beautiful stones. They're a AB crystal, and it's shaped like a teardrop. And I got it on both fingers on the accent nail. But I just love this. This just brought back memories for me. Back in the 90s, I used to do the piercing on the little pinky nail. But yeah, it'll do more movement. But anyways, I love this one. I hope you guys do too. Thank you, Sharon, for the trinkets. I love them. And let's get started on this design. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I can't wait to show you the outfit, and the shoes this time are so cute too, and I've never wore them. I can't believe it. Anyways, let's get started on today's design. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Hi everyone. So this is what I decided to go with for this week's look. If you like it, would like to see how I did it, then stay tuned. Hi everyone. So I'm back to show you another design, and this is what I've got going so far. Let me show you what I'm using. So for this color as my base, I'm using ORLY, and it's called Skinny Dip, a beautiful neon or hot, like a hot fluorescent color of a teal. Very, very beautiful. And then for my design, I'll be working with acrylic paints. I'll be using white, neon green. This is a neon, it says red, but it's kind of like a melony kind of orangish color, kind of like that, and I really needed that color. And then I'll be working with a black. And then I have, the reason I got the white is because I've mixed it into the green and the neon red to make it more opaque. And then I will be working with these tiny 6SS Swarovski crystals, I mean. And then I just want to show you, I got 2 new brushes from Hobby Lobby. I needed some new ones because mine are getting old. This is my liner. This is a new one. Ooh, getting in the camera. Isn't that nice? I don't think I'll have to cut these because they're pretty nice. It's 10/0, and it's a liner by Princeton. And like I said, I don't think I'll have to cut these, and I like to keep the little plastic caps on them, these, so it protects them. And then for my striper, I got this one, and you can see that's a nice longer one. Hopefully I won't have to cut that either. I might. And this one is number 1. I'll let you know if I cut them. And they were around $5 a piece, so not a bad price. And then while I was there, I picked myself up a new cleaner, but also to make flowers and stuff with too. It's number 2. So I'm going to get started on the art, and I'll be back. Okay, for starters, this is what I got. Both hands, this is what I got going, and I really love this new liner I got. It's working really good. I left the thumb open to show you, but yes, it is working wonderfully. So I'm going to pull this one from this side, and I'm just getting a little bit of paint, and I'm just going to go on this side, and I'm just going to go like this real lightly and kind of sway my brush like that. Get a little bit more paint. Hopefully you can see this good. I'm going to come up on this side and sway it that way, and then I think I'm going to bring one more down. Always make sure you don't have a lot of paint on your brush. Then I'm going to come over here to this side and just kind of sway this one down. But doesn't that work nice? This brush is really great. Really like this brush a lot. Really, really great. And I haven't even had to cut this one. So that's good. Hopefully it'll stay nice like that. So I'm going to get started on the other part, and I will be back. All right, so here's what I've got going. I pretty much only need to add the crystals into there, but that's what I've got. And I've left a couple fingers open to show you. Aren't these pretty? They're reminding me something a little bit more oriental. You see, I got the highlights in there and the little branches. I just think it's super pretty. Hopefully you can see these really good. I'll put them under this light. Isn't that pretty? So, all right, I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. And this brush is just working amazing. Love my new brush. So I'm going to dip into that neon red to start with, and you need very little paint because I'm making these flowers very, very tiny. Let me just get a little bit of stuff out of the way here. I'm making them really tiny, so you don't need a lot of paint on your brush at all. Okay, so I'm going to get on this side of it, and I'm just going to do 4 little buds, you know, of a flower, and I'm just kind of doing like my little fan flowers I do, but not really, just kind of almost like I'm dotting it on. Okay, and then I'm going to do another one in here. So I'm just trying to get 4 petals is what I'm trying to get here. And like I said, don't have a lot of paint on it because it's not going to work. So that one I'll just do the 2. And then I'm going to go over here and same thing. And I really want to wipe some of this paint off. Hang on. It's just too much. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing. Do 4 buds. Or, you know, they're actually petals of a flower. But we're going to pretend they're little buds here because they're so little. Okay, we're going to do 1 there. Get a little more paint. And we're going to do another one here. And like I said, these are more just kind of dotted. I'm kind of just tapping my brush down when I do it. I'm not really doing it exactly like I did the other one. And then we're going to put another one right here. And I'm just going to kind of get that one in. It's not going to go in completely, but like that. So you see how I did that. Then the little leaves. Now I was going to do the leaves first and then do the flowers, but because this is so tiny, I didn't want to lose the leaves behind because they would be so tiny. So now I'm going to do my leaves. And I'm going to make very tiny, 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 tiny little leaves. And I'm just kind of doing them around. Just go to one side and the other and just pull like that. And I'm using my first neon green that I used, that I brought down with white. We'll go like that, and I'll put 1 more up into here. Like I said, these are very tiny leaves. And then I'll do 1 right here, like that. And ooh, I hope I'm not getting in the shadow here. I think I am. Let me pull this light up here. I don't want to get under that shadow. Hopefully I didn't get under that shadow when I was doing the flowers. I'm sorry if I did. Okay, and then another leaf there. And I'm going to leave that just with the 2. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Okay, now I'm back and I'm going to do highlight. Now what I did is brought it down a ton with white in that pinky color or orangey color. And I'm going to dip in that, and I'm going to go into the flower and literally, hopefully you can see this, I'm going to come in just a little closer for you guys. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of dot it in is what I'm going to do in this, like just to the end of the flowers. And see, it gives it that highlight then. Let me try to make my brush a little nicer here. Hang on. Okay. So I'm going to get a little more. And literally, like I said, just, hopefully I'm in here. Okay. Just dot it in all the flowers like that. Go to my next finger. Same thing, just dot it in towards the end of it, the end of your flower petal. Like that. And then I'm going to go into the green, and I've also put a lot of white into that neon green I was using, and same thing, but this one I'm going to kind of just do a little line in it like that. And same thing with the other ones. Just put it down and put kind of a little line in it, or, you know, basically a little line and a dot, and just go like that. So that turned out really pretty. I like that a lot. I'll come up to the camera a little bit more for you. Isn't that beautiful? And then what I did is I decided I'm going to use these little teal crystals I have. Aren't those beautiful? And there's in this little wheel, like I did when I used on my toes, the black one, And it's those little teal ones there. And I just think it really is better than just the clear. I like that teal in there. I love it. I don't know what's your guys' opinion on that. I think it's beautiful. But anyways, I'm going to finish up and do some of the crystals, and I will come back and show you that. Okay, I'm back, and look at all those crystals. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm using this brush-on glue. I'll put all the supplies I use down in my box. But anyways, when you do it, you want to make sure you wipe that brush off a lot because these flowers are tiny, and dot the tiniest glue in there. And I've already got the glue on, so I'm just going to pick up these stones here. And I'm using a Q-tip that I have taken a lot of the cotton off of, and so it's real tiny, you see that? And then it gives me room to be able to push these stones down into the glue, and there isn't a lot of the Q-tip there. So, gosh, isn't this gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at that when I move. Oh, I'm so glad that I used the teal instead of the diamond color. But anyways, I'm gonna top coat everything now, and I'll be back with the end product. All right, before I show you the end product, I want to use a couple things that I showed you guys back. I got some friend mail from Sharon. Sharon, I'm going to use some of these things you gave me. So she gave me a pack of these beautiful crystals here. I'm going to use these ones here, and I'm going to use it right there on the accent nail, just down in the middle. I like the shape of it. It's like a pear shape. I'm going to use that one. And then also these here, these rings, I'm going to use those too. And you see what I did with it? I pierced the end of my nail. I don't know if you guys remember that back like in the 90s. That was really popular to pierce the end. And it's a little bit, tight right now, but eventually it'll loosen up. But, oh, I just love this. And I thought it would go perfect with this. So I'll show you how I'm doing that. You want to take a thumbtack. And I started in the back here of the nail. And I'm going to hold the front of my nail here when I put it in so that it doesn't knock off. And I'm just going to go back and forth, and you can see it coming through there. So you just want to keep going until it goes all the way through. And you don't have to worry because eventually I'm going to be putting a new set of nails on. So a couple times I can wear these rings in there, and then I'm going to be doing a new set. But I'll be doing a new set probably, about another 2 to 4 weeks. So I'm not worried about that. And if I really wanted to, I could fill a little acrylic in there. Also, just to close up the hole too. So I'm not too worried about that. But I'm going to get it to go all the way through so it opens up nice and big there. And then just keep twisting till it comes out. Then I go back through the top here and kind of push it back the other way so it flattens it out more. And then you can just kind of give it a little push. And then I've already opened up one of these rings. Sorry, there was a motorcycle that went by. And it's still going by. Okay. So now I'm going to put it into here using my tweezers. See if I can get it on the side here. Okay, I got to open it a little bit more. There we go. Then I'm just going to put it into that hole. Whoops. Like that. And then I'm just going to push it through that hole. Oh. Okay, maybe I can just use my hands to do it. Sorry, having a little bit of trouble here. That's okay. Let me grab it again with the tweezers. Trying to show it on here and do the work is a little bit harder to do. So maybe I can go through this way, this end. There we go. So see, I got it through, and now I'm just going to close it up. So let me do that really quick. I got to come off of the camera to do that, because I just am going to just basically bite on it just to close it. I mean, probably wouldn't recommend doing it that way, but I do. All right, there we go. Isn't that cute? Oh, Sharon, I love them. When I see these rings, I know there's all kinds of different things you can do with these rings, but I just, look at that. I love it. And as soon as it loosens up a little bit, they'll move a lot more too. But I remember doing this when I was younger. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then I'm just going to glue on these. Okay, I'm going to get back out my brush on glue, and I'm going to just put a little dab right here, and that's where I'm going to put that stone. Get my cotton ball or cotton swab here. And hopefully it's a little bit heavy, but you know what? I think I'm just going to use my tweezers to pick it up. Turn it over. And I'm just going to set it right there, but I'm going to, of course, turn it. Play around here a little bit and get it turned. And then I'm going to give it a push into the glue. Like that. Just keep playing with it because I told you this glue's got a little bit more play, and that's why I love it. So you're just going to keep pushing into that glue until it sets. But I just thought that these both would be so pretty to use, and I really wanted to use them because Sharon gave them to me about a month ago, and I just haven't had a chance to use them. Sorry about that, but I do love them, and I was happy to use them today. So it looks like that's nice and flat on there, and I'm just going to top coat. But isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to finish up here, and then I will show you the end product. All right, I'm all done, and wow, I love this one, and I think a lot of you ladies are going to enjoy this one too. I want to thank Sharon Buchanan. I will have her name down in my box. She doesn't have a YouTube page, but I'll just have the name on there so they know who I'm talking about. Thank you so much, honey, for the little trinkets that you gave me for my nails. I love them, and I love this look. Like I said, back in the 90s, this was really popular to have the nail pierced like that, and I really, really love it. Again, brought back a lot of memories. I love this look. It looks so oriental and just so beautiful. I love the look. I love the neon blue, and I really love doing the teal color rhinestones in the middle, and that actually was suggested by my husband. I was going to do the clear, and he liked the teal better, so I really hope you guys like this one. Thanks again, Sharon, for the little trinkets. I love them, and I look forward to seeing all of you in my next video.